Mike Rizzitiello, City Administrator, here to give you an update on projects and general happenings here at the City of College Place for the month of May 2022. And I'll go over it by department and function. So first of all, Finance Department, last council meeting in April, council approved the acquisition of a new finance and community development system. We will be implementing it throughout this year. It'll go live next year, but it'll have transparency budget portals. It'll streamline accounts payable and then also allow for online permitting, which will help with getting development through the process a lot easier and paperless in the city. So that is coming basically by the end of this year. For fire department, as you all know, last month City Council did vote to adopt the ambulance utility, and it's based upon the usage, but with a tiered rate that'll be basically 33% of the adopted rate for the remainder of this year, 66% of it the following, and then the full amount going into 2024. Now, the ambulance utility that will start the month of July. And with that, what we are doing is we are hiring 4 full-time firefighters, so that way we at least have two full-timers on per shift, because we're getting a number of stack calls. The last couple of years we've had over 20% increases a year, and since we are mainly a volunteer fire agency, we do not have the volunteer staffing alone to send out dual ambulances or fire trucks at the same time. So this will allow us to be able to respond that way. We did get a new ambulance that is getting all fixed up now and will be ready to hit the streets this summer. And then with the American Rescue Plan money, we ordered a replacement fire truck, which is great because we would have had to order it anyway, except this allows us to avoid having to do a bond issue of about $750,000. So that's a great savings to the taxpayer. Community events, we are getting near summertime. So Farmers Market, that will kickstart the 26th of May from 4 to 7 p.m. at Lions Park, 801 Southeast Larch. You can go on the city website, cpwa.us, and then see the various vendors. Same time that's going on, we're partnering with Center for Humanitarian Engagement at Walla Walla University to have a community fair. So adjacent to it, all the agencies that provide services to city residents will be there so residents can get information. City clerk-wise, based on changes to the state COVID proclamation and then also public meeting protocol now, we were able to shift back to hybrid meetings, so you can attend them either in person or still watch them from the comfort of your home on YouTube or via Zoom. One thing though is as we get further into the month of May, the meeting place will shift from City Hall to the training room at the fire department, which is immediately adjacent to City Hall, because with the American Rescue Plan grant, what we are doing is we're getting in a proper audio-visual system so that way we are equipped well in the future. So while that construction is taking place, the meetings will not occur at City Hall, they'll be at the fire department. Park and recreation wise, we end up getting a SEEK grant from the state for over $220,000. So with that, we're dramatically scaling up our youth recreation options. So College Place Public Schools is offering Camp College Place grade 1 through 5, and it'll be $30 a week per child down at Sager Middle School and College Place High School, and they'll be throughout the summer. Walla Walla Campfire is offering their summer camp program at Kiwanis Park adjacent to Davis School. So that goes 7:30, 5:30 p.m. So please register your kids for that. And then older youth can participate either in the Hispanic Youth Leadership Conference or through the various educational programs at Valley Camps. Sunbridge, with our assistance, will be offering low-income scholarships to help families participate in that. Also, Walla University, we partnered with them through their Enactus organization to once again offer the community garden behind the fire department. So if you don't have space to plant vegetables, you can do it over there and just rent plots from Enactus. And the plots include irrigation and all of that. So contact Walla University Enactus and they will get you hooked up with a plot at the community garden. Public Works litany of projects are underway. Replacement well number 6. The well house is under construction at Whitman and Maple. Nelson is working on that. It will be complete by late August of this year. Sewer lining, Iron Horse is doing that all throughout 10th Street, Broadway, 12th, those Puff Lane, those neighborhoods, and that keeps integrity of the pipe for a number of years. Very cost effective. POW contracting is putting in new water main along Mountain View in Sky area. So if you see the roadways are blocked off, that's why they'll be done by late summer. Wastewater treatment plant, we are working on a regionalization plan with Walla Walla to see if we can regionalize or not. If we can, we're going to see if we can develop an agreement with various state agencies on both cities to do it in a cost-effective manner. If not, because our effluent is very different from them. They treat a lot more whining and other contents, and ours does not have the same makeup. So if that doesn't work, we're still going to have to scrounge around for money, because that total project as it stands is over $20 million, which is a ton of money. And per the state, we at least have to be substantially underway with it next year. So stay tuned on that. That's a very heavy lift that we're going to have to do. Also, we're working with McKinstry on a solar array, and that's at Whitman and Maple inside the fence line of the east side tanks. And that'll be complete by August, and it'll produce about 110 kilowatts of power, and all paid for with grants. Plus, we'll be making about roughly $11,000 a year in the energy cost that's producing. Going to the county COVID numbers, as far as the positivity rate, it's 1.2% per 100,000 population. It's 164, so both of those are within the original benchmarks the state set way back when, so that's great. The amount of fully vaccinated across the county is roughly 69.4% age 16 and above. Cases since the start of this thing in College Place proper is 2,197. For those that still do want the vaccinations, they are offered every Wednesday, 2 to 5 p.m. at the Southgate campus on 2nd Street over in Walla Walla. For those who are still having issues with paying utilities or rent or what have you, please contact Blue Mountain Action Council. They do have assistance available, monetary assistance, and that's 509-529-4980, 509-529-4980. Upcoming stuff on our various council and commission meetings for the month of May of interest is as follows. For City Council, they will have a public hearing on a transportation improvement plan, and that's basically a wish list of all the roads or sidewalks or transportation assets that you wish to renovate or reconstruct within the next 6 years, 10 years, and then long term going all the way out 20 years. Council will be busy also reviewing water and wastewater plans that go over the next 10 years. And then also Council will have a hearing, their first meeting in May, about whether or not to put diagonal parking on Southwest Davis, and that was at the request of the university from Southwest 4th to Southwest 3rd. So please stay tuned for that. May 12th is the Utilities and Transportation Advisory Commission, and they will be reviewing the water and wastewater plans. Our quarterly Diversity Board meeting is May 16th. They will be reviewing the police operational report. Our planning commission, they will meet the third Tuesday, and they'll be going over development code updates as well as master plan development, which will help facilitate quicker turnarounds on larger scale developments. Historic Preservation Commission, they'll meet the third Thursday, and they're working on a 75th anniversary book about the city. And then also we received a grant from the state to actually put a monument of all the folks who are buried in the Poor Farm Cemetery that the city owns off of Larch and Scenic View. Park Board, they'll meet the fourth Friday at 8 a.m. and they're basically taking up Perseverance Park, which is at Parklet off of 12th. A bunch of them are volunteering to put benches and other garden things on that property. Also, they're reviewing plans for Lions Park because we're going to be underway on that next year. And then also we're working file grants to put basketball courts and a sledding hill over at Veterans Park over at the Haven Homes Homestead subdivision. Other things too they're working on is it's being recrafted, but thanks to members of the American Legion here in Walla Walla, there will be a Korean War memorial that's built over at Veterans Park, so stay tuned for that. That'll probably be later on this summer. And then Economic Development Commission, we just had that meeting. They meet the first Monday at 5 p.m. and they took action to essentially pursue some grant money to hopefully hire executive director and spin off a downtown association, which will help with events, incentives, and actually keep some of the B&O tax money that they pay to the state here in the community. So they were working on that as well as getting the farmers market underway. And then City Hall is open. We're still following all the COVID protocols and everything, but we are open normal hours. The only day we are closed this month is naturally Memorial Day, since that's an observed holiday. Any other information, please go on the city website at cpwa.us or check out the newsletter we mail out to all utility ratepayers, or our various social media accounts on YouTube, Nextdoor, Twitter, and Facebook. With that, thank you.